Hello my good people, it's another one we happen to meet once again. Thank you for clicking. All right, leo tunazungumzia venye unafaa kununua shares za Safaricom with only 3000. Actually, it's not even 3000, it's less than 3000, close to 2900 hapo hivyo. Let's get to see venye unafaa kufanya ndio ununue shares and you get started. All right, but before we do that, kindly take 1 second, just a single second. Unaona hapo hivyo chini on your right kuna ka button kameandikwa subscribe. It is very free. Just click it, kaguze tu hivyo. All right, and once you do that, guess what you've just done? Every time you may upload a new video, utakuwa unajulishwa, hey, Good Joseph has uploaded a new video. All right, hapo hivyo juu kuna kitu kanakaa hivi kama kamkono. All right, and that is like kaguze pia, it is very much free, na hiyo huwa inasaidia pia ndio ilete watu wengi hapo hivi kwa channel yetu ndio tuweze kugrow, we move to the next level. All right, so let's get into that business. All right, so uko na 3000, how can you be able to buy shares as Safaricom? That's the greatest question that people always ask. Huwa wanafikiria for you to buy shares lazima ukuwe na billions of money and something of sort. So today leo najaribu kudebunk that myth and I tell you and give you the secret venye unafaa kununua shares. Kitu ya kwanza unafaa kufanya when you want to buy shares za Safaricom. I'm using Safaricom as an example because kila mtu hapa hivi anajua Safaricom and it's a legit company. Alright? So mtu anafaa kufanya aje? Kitu ya kwanza unafaa kuwa nayo kitu inaitangwa a CDS account. Alright? So fine. Don't worry about what is a CDS account. Nitakuelezea hapa hivi. Unaona venye unaenda bank unafungua bank account, unaweka pesa. Sasa shares haziwekagi kwa bank account. Shares huwa zinawekwa kwa CDS account. I know you umejibiwa, lakini sasa you are like, okay, how can I open it? Don't worry about that. How do you go about that? Very simple. Tembea mahali kama uko Nairobi unaweza enda CBK, that's the Central Bank of Kenya, and then you inquire you want to open a CDS account. I believe it should be very much free, all right? Cost you zero, all right? Number two, if you don't want all those stress na vitu kama hizo, ingia kwa website ya www.nse.co.ke. Hiyo ni Nairobi Stock Exchange. Of course, unajua umewahi sikia, but hujajua what goes on there, all right? Once umeingia hapo hivyo ndani, pick a broker. Of course, you need a broker by the way, even when you're buying a shares, yeah? But these brokers are legit. Si wale wanyandaro wenye wanaibianga watu viazi na wenye wanakuanga wabaya, wanakuwa na bad reputation. So these are real formal brokers that have been regulated by the CMA as well as the CDSC. Alright? Hiyo inamaanisha aje? Wameruhusiwa. And by the way, huwa wanataka very small fee. Alright? So anyway, tulikuwa happy. You want to open a CDS account, unataka kwenda CBK and you want to do it hata kama uko outside the country. Let's say you don't even live in Kenya, uko UK, uko Europe, uko America, uko Gulf, uko anywhere, but you want to buy shares of yourself. Very simple. What do? Pick a broker of your interest. Usiwatoe anywhere, hapo hivyo kwa NSE, alright? Hapo hivyo ndani kwa hiyo website ya Nairobi Stock Exchange kuna legit brokers. Pick one mwenye ataweza kukufungulia your CDS account, and once you have your CDS account, you're good to go now, alright? So the second step ni ile mayo tunasemanga aje? Of course, pick your broker, and you've already picked your broker if you decided to open account kutumia broker wako, alright? So after there unafaa kujiuliza aje? Fine, nataka kununua shares. Unataka kununua shares za kampuni gani? Kwa hii video leo tunazungumzia shares za Safaricom, alright? Safaricom unafaa ku understand one thing. Unafaa buy a minimum number of shares which is 100 of them. Lazima ununue 100 shares ndio uweze kuwa started with Safaricom kama unataka kuwa a stock broker. Alright? So kitu cha kwanza unafaa kujiuliza ni Safaricom share moja ni pesa ngapi? Kwa sababu wao wanasema wanataka 100, share moja ni pesa ngapi? Sasa hizi share Safaricom it's not even haijafika 30 bob, alright? But anyway, numbers do change. You can check depending on when you watch this video. I'm recording this video on 16th of November 2022. So could depend who was in a vary, alright? But as we speak right now, I think it's as around 26 or 27 shillings, alright? Ama 28 hapo hivyo, haijafika 30 shillings. So kama wanasema lazima ununue minimum of 100 shares, kwa hiyo ni kumaanisha unahitaji kuwa na 2800 kama ni 28 shillings, na kama ni 26 shillings inafaa kuwa 100 times 26 which is 2600. Alright, so the other thing is this. Kuna huyu jamaa ulichuzi anaitwa kama broker. Hawakulagi kitu kubwa. They only eat 2% only. Only 2% of your total investment. Hizo ni kama shilingi 50, 52, 53 bob, kitu kama hiyo. Alright, so unaona. So umefungua CDS account, alright? Now you have your the company yenye unataka kununua shares. Tukasema kwa hii video tunazungumzia Safaricom shares. Alright, kitu ya pili tumesema kuwa na broker mwenye atakusaidia kufungua the CDS account. Alright, don't worry about what the CDS account hizo vitu ngumu. Hapana, hapa nakurahisishia to make it easier for you, alright, for you to be able to open that account. Ushaifungua, uko na broker na uko na kampuni yenye unataka kununua, and then anakufacilitatea the buying of shares of that specific company. Hiyo shughuli yote itakucost 2800 2900 hapo hivyo close to 3000. Sema tu ni investment ya 3000, as simple as that, na utabaki na kachange kako, as simple as that. All right, so what are the importance of you having the shares or being in the stock market? Number one, hauna stress. You don't have stress like, oh, stock ilifika, oh, leo nimeuza pesa ngapi, oh, ilifanyika namna gani, oh, you don't worry about that. Guess what? There are two ways when unaweza make money ama unaweza make dough using shares. Kitu ya kwanza tunaitanga the dividends, all right? The dividends ni kumaanisha, kwa mfano, let's say kampuni ime make like let's say 100,000 as the profit na ime decide kupeana 50,000 kama the dividends, all right? Na iko na shares 100. Na hizo, kwa hizo shares 100 iko na 50 ama iko na 5 shareholders, all right? So ni kumaanisha kila share ita cost 500, all right? And that means kama ulikuwa na shares let's say 50, itakuwa ni 50 times 500, utapata 25,000, all right? Unaweza click this video na reverse hadi uelewe hiyo mahesabu. Nimepita tu haraka haraka, but that's how they calculate how much they give you at the end of the what we call the physical year, all right, or the annually. That's how they give you the dividends. Yani tu umerelax tu hivyo, and then ting ting kakitu kanaingia hapo hivyo, kuliko wewe kuchukua pesa zako uende uziweke kwa bank, doesn't generate anything, doesn't make you money or something of sort. So I always tell people, chukua hizo dough, usizikue idle, peleka them in buy those shares, and you can be able to generate something out of it. Hii information yenye watu wengi huwa it's not shared to. Kuna watu wengi nilipost that video wakaniuliza, hey, can you buy shares with 3,000? Yes, you can. Actually, you can, depending on the company that you want to choose, all right? For example, if you want to choose EABL, shares zake ziko a bit high, you know what? It's around 100 and something, all right? So it depends on the company you want to choose, and you can be able to go ahead and make something out of it, all right? So anyway, the other way you can be able to make money with also shares ni kitu tunaitanga capital gains, all right? This is what they say, buy low, sell high, as simple as that, all right? Let's say maybe you bought your shares at around 26 shillings or 28 shillings, and then all of a sudden, or maybe if not all of a sudden, but within a period of time, zika rise to a point of maybe zimehit 29 shillings or 30 shillings, get the point. So you can decide to sell them and make a profit of 2 shillings per share. Depending on the number of shares, it's 2 shillings times that number of shares that you have. And actually, that is the amount of money you've just made. It's as simple as that, by the way. That is the only way you can be able to make that specific cash in a simplified manner. All right. So what I can advise you is this, yeah. Always focus on investing your money where you know you're shielded, or you're shielded from what I call the inflation. As we speak right now, inflation is close to 10%. And guess what? If you're just putting your money in your bank and doesn't generate you anything, it means you're actually going into downtrend. All right. I know maybe perhaps unaenda tu nafinya pale for the balance, unaona bado still 1 billion. My money is still safe. No, it is not safe. You know why it is not safe? Kwa sababu the inflation is going high and high. All right. So let me, if you make it just recap of what I've just said as far as the shares are concerned. Nimesema kitu ya kwanza unafaa kuwa na the CDS account. All right. Okay, now how do you get the CDS account? Si lazima uende physically uko hivyo kwa the central bank. It's not a must. It's not a must. Just go to the NSE, www.nse, that is Nairobi Stock Exchange.co.ke. That's where you get your regulated and certified broker who is regulated by two bodies. That is CDSC and the CMA, that is Capital Market Authority. All right. So once you get a hold of that specific company, that company can now be able to open you a CDS account wherever you are outside the country, provided you surrender your credentials unto them. And once you do that, identify the company and unataka kununua the shares from. For our case, in this specific video, I've talked about the Sfaricom shares. And once you do that, they will be advise you, or before even they advise you, yafaa kuwa umefanya utafiti wako ujue how much is a share in Safaricom. Unajua it's 28 bob, it's 30 shillings, blah blah blah, depending on when you watch this video. So after that, then ask yourself, or get all the information, how many shares are you supposed to buy in minimum? Actually, NSE says that you're supposed to buy around 100 shares of any company of your interest, and unataka kufanya nini? Kununua the shares. Labda wewe utaki Safaricom, labda unataka EABL, that is African Breweries, unataka Stanbic Bank, unataka Equity, unataka Standard Chartered, unataka Kakuzi, unataka Centum. We have hundreds and hundreds of companies and unaweza nunua shares. So first of all, the very much important thing unafaa kujiuliza ni share moja ya hiyo kampuni pesa ngapi, then multiply that amount of money by 100, because that's the minimum number of shares unafaa kununua. And then from there, understand that the broker anatumianga only 2% of the total investment or the total how should I call it? Any trade, yeah, any trade that you execute, whether it's buying or selling, you have to understand that is exactly how they work and how they're able to make money. Honestly, if you're out of the country, somebody opens you for account for only 2%, I think that's a wise and good example, or rather a good investment, okay? Because you always use money to make money. That's the simplest analogy that you're supposed to always understand. Guys, I hope umenielewa. Na kama umeng'ang'ana kabisa umefika hadi hapa mahali hii video iko manze, I give you a thumbs up and I want to say thank you very much. Labda ulikuwa umesahau kusubscribe. Hapo hivyo chini kwako kabato kameandikwa subscribe. Just click it. Don't forget it. Na upe hii video thumbs up. Unaona ukigonga kwa like kenye kanakaa hivi inakusaidianga sana kwa sababu this video will be suggested by the YouTube to more videos, or rather to more views, and millions of them will come up of you on board to build hii house yetu ikuwe kubwa, ndio tukue tunapatana hapa, watu wenye wanauza, watu wenye wananunua, watu wenye wanataka kuinvest na watu kama hao, so that at least we can be able to grow each other. And I'll be revealing to you secrets on how you can be able to invest. Hii masomo haikuwa shule, so I'll be giving it to you here on YouTube for free. All right? And maybe you're like, okay, fine. I feel like I haven't answered all the questions, and you feel like, oh my goodness, I feel like there's something that these guys has left. Baby, nimesahau wakati nikirekodi hii video, ma pressure na anxiety. You know what you can do? I have a prepared document, and you're gonna full information on how to buy those shares, how to go about them. You get the point? Kama unaweza hitaji hiyo document, maybe you've seen this face for the first time. Yeah, talk about investment. I have that prepared document about shares, venye unafaa kuanza, shares ni nini, kudefine shares, blah 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 blah, up to the last point, venye una calculate the profit, venye tax ni ngapi unalipa na vitu kama hizo zote. Siwezi zirecord hapa hivi in one single video. Labda ungetaka ku grab that book before even record the other next video, it is very simple. Nitaacha namba yangu ya simu hapo hivyo kwa description of this specific video, ama kwa comment yako ukiandika hapo kwa comment niambie, Joseph, I would like to get that book, then I'll give you that number there, so that at least naweza nikakutumia that copy. And guess for how much? Only 220 shillings. Just that. You get that copy, you have all the questions answered as far as the shares are concerned. Hautawauliza mtu yote swali yote kuhusu shares. It's as simple as that, all right? Hiyo copy ukinitext kwa WhatsApp, nitaacha namba yangu, ukinitext kwa WhatsApp, I send you a soft copy of it, and you're able to go through it and be able to get all the information that unahitaji to get started with shares. As simple as that. All right, guys? So anyway, my name is Joseph. For those who have seen this face for the very first time, I am Joseph. I talk about money. I'm kind of this guy who comes after you get your money at the end of the month, and I tell you, hey, you know what, guys, you don't need everything, all right? Set aside this amount of money. You can start this business, you can start the other, you can start the other one, you can do this, you can that. You know how to manage your money management and financial management and such kind of a thing. And hapa hivi huwa napeananga real examples. Sikuja hapa ati tuna makizungu mingi. No, I give you real things and in affect common mwananchi huku hivi chini, and I reveal the secret and I give the information to these common people wenye hii information labda haijawafikia na hawa manage kwenda hizo seminars kubwa kubwa ambazo huwa wanafunza kuhusu pesa. Alright, so if you love that kind of a content, alright, then call this place home by subscribing, of course, by liking this video, commenting down below, and if you're in a capacity to, let's say you're in a group, you can appear a media account, a channel account that you can now share this video to them, bring them here, and let's grow together. All right, as of now, what do I say apart from thank you and see you in the next one? Goodbye.